Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Today, the date is March 4th, 2018. Time right now is 10:20 in the morning. Welcome to another edition of Ask Loy Machedo, where you ask me questions, the questions that are sent to loy@loymachedo.com, and I answer them. Now, this has been a common question that I've been getting lately, and the question is, how do I cope up with my board exams? Now, for those of you who do not know, board exams are the Indian-based exams that occur for people who are in the 10th, 11th, and 12th standards, the classes. Now, it's predominantly like high school. Now, if you're an Indian, obviously you know this. Parents tend to put a great deal of pressure for students to, get marks. I remember when I was in when it started off at, I think, at the 8th standard, where people started saying, you're going to enter the board exams very soon. It's going to come, and it's going to be the most critical moment of your life. So from 8th standard onwards itself, they started putting this pressure. So it was more like, oh goodness, I'm going to go into the 9th standard, and that's where it's going to start. So once you enter the 9th standard for normal Indian students, especially of CBSE, you tend to have this, okay, now we're going to have the model exams, which is just like the board exams, and it's going to decide your future. So, it's a big deal for the students. And we at least I could say, me and my friends, schoolmates, we were really pressurized for that moment. Now, the model exams came, and I would tell you this: the amount of pressure parents put, the amount of pressure the teachers put, the amount of pressure everybody puts, it's as if this phase of your life is going to determine your future. So obviously, I studied hard. I had so much of pressure there, and ninth standard finished off, got the marks, and then moved to 10th standard. And 10th standard again, they said the same thing. Oh, now it's going to be the deciding factor in your life. Now it's going to be the big moment. So obviously, the pressure builds up again. And then once you finish the 10th standard, then again they tell you, now it's going to be the critical moment of your life. So it's like when you keep saying wolf is coming, and there's no wolf. Very soon you start losing that sense of urgency and importance. So this is exactly what happened to me when when I went through the phase of going through the board exams. Now. This is what I would suggest to you guys, okay, especially you guys who are attending board exams. Now, first things first, I want you to understand that, yes, on one side, it is a very important and critical facet of your life, because if you mess it up, if you fail, if you don't get good marks, you cannot get into a better college. You cannot get into a better university. You will be judged, because here's the thing. You can't go to college and say, sir, I am very smart. I'm a dynamic guy. I've read these self-improvement books. You can't go and tell them that, sir, I have a good heart. I have a good mind. No, they'll only judge you, unfortunately, by only one standard. And that standard is the art of memorization. You are graded by how you are able to memorize information and regurgitate. That means if this is a book, you study the whole book, you memorize word for word, you put it into your memory, and then you spit it out. That's all the education system is, and that's how you'll be judged. Unfortunately, this is how it is. The funny thing is, in the real world, you will not be judged by how you memorize information and how you spit it out. You will not get a job by, did you memorize this book? Okay, did you memorize, let's say, did you memorize this book? Very good. Now, can you spit it out? Very good. We will give you the highest salary. No, it doesn't work out that way. However, for this small little part of your life, you will be judged on your memorization skills. So now, how do you cope up with this? That's the big question. How do you cope up with this? Let's be honest and fair here. If you have not studied right from day one, you can't suddenly achieve magic on just 7 days before the exam. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you didn't study right from beginning, or you didn't study at least 3 months before the exam, you didn't put your heart, your soul, your life, forget it. Okay, no matter how stressed you are, no matter how much you cry, no matter how much you pray to gods or God or whatever, how much you carry your lucky stone or your lucky God photograph, or you sit and discuss with your friends or go for extra classes, nothing is going to happen. Because just as I can't go to bodybuilding show 1 week before the show and think I'm going to build big muscles, it takes years and years, months and months. In the same way, if you have not studied right from the beginning, there's no point. So the first thing is you have to be realistic. Okay, so if you have not done it right from 12 months ago or at least 3 months ago, you're not going to succeed. Second thing is, remember this: being stressed out doesn't help. So many people, oh Loy, I'm so stressed, I'm going to die, I'm going to cry. And I don't know. Being stressed doesn't give you more marks. Here's the thing: if you're more stressed out, you release more of the stress hormone into your brain and body, and your performance affects. It really messes things up. Okay, now being stressed is no point. Take complete and total responsibility. If you have not studied and you have not put in the effort, you have not put in the time, being stressed, I don't know how it's going to help you. So there's no point in being stressed. Okay, take some accountability, man. It's like you're not studied for 12 months and then before the exam, oh, I'm so stressed. No, you didn't study. Okay, being stressed is not going to help you. Take total responsibility. You didn't study, so there's no point being stressed. Do the best of what you can. Now, if in case you have studied, if in case you have gone for extra classes, if in case you have had sessions with your friends where you really practiced, then I don't think there's any problem. However, if you didn't study and now the board exams are coming and now you're totally stressed out, forget it. Here's one method that I would suggest to help you overcome the stress factor. This was pretty effective. Most of the coaching classes, most of the coaching programs, they tend to have the mock sessions. Let's say, for example, they'll give you a questionnaire, a model questionnaire, and they'll tell you solve this within 3 hours. So when you are asked to complete the test within 3 hours, okay, you kind of get habituated to it. And this is one thing that really helped me during the boards, not to get stressed out. The teacher that we used to go to extra classes, I didn't have money, so he used to do it for free. He used to help me for free. They would give us the test papers and we had to do it within 3 hours. And how much ever we managed to complete, okay, it was completed, then he would correct the papers and give us feedback. This is where you wasted time. This is the answer you did not know. This one, is more important. So that kind of gave us the skills necessary. So it's more like, you want to run a race, 100 meters race. So before the actual date of the competition, you actually go through 100 meters practice sessions where you run and put your 100%. So keep practicing these mock test papers. When you go with your friends, practice doing a test paper within the 3 hours. And as you practice the ability to think under pressure, the ability to write under pressure, the ability to complete a paper under pressure, you develop the skills. The other things that I would say in terms of helping you develop is obviously, stuff like, meditation or going for walks, going for exercise, breathing properly, and even visualizing the exam before it happens. So if you keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again, on the day of the exam, it'll be like deja vu. It'll be exactly the way that you thought it would be. So just keep in mind that, practice makes perfect. So if you did practice writing the papers, the template papers or the mock papers before the exams, let's say you did it every single day for 3 months before the exam, on the day of the exam, you'll just feel like, oh, I've done this so many times before. It's deja vu, So that's another real practical way of doing it. One very important thing that I would say is it's very necessary to stay out of social media because, checking the likes on your Facebook, checking the comments on your Facebook, playing games online, checking Quora and all that, it's not going to help you at all. You're simply wasting your time checking YouTube videos. What I would suggest is 3 months before the exam, disconnect yourself from the internet. Do not be online at all. Do not meet all your bum friends because your friends are totally useless. Just focus totally on your exams. That's all. That's all you're supposed to do. Nothing else for those 3 months. And nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to run away. Nobody's going to, you're not going to miss out on anything. Your job as a student is only to study, is only to get good marks, and that's about it. So the board exams is, I'll tell you this honestly, man. Board exams is not the end of the world. Nothing big is going to happen. If you do get good marks, you'll get into a good college, you'll get into a good university. But then again, it doesn't guarantee you success in life. It just gives you a platform to apply for a good job, okay? And if you're planning to migrate, if you're planning to start a new life. But if you have not studied, there's no excuse for it. You didn't study and you're going through stress. I mean, it's like me. I've never done exercise and I want a good body, and now I'm feeling stressed that I don't have a good body. It doesn't work out that way. You really need to put in the time, the effort, the planning, the discipline, everything else. Okay. So having said that, I would just say that do your best. Okay, do your best. Be realistic. Be practical. Do not, praying to God, praying to this, praying to that, hoping, taking your lucky stone images, crying, I'm going to do this and that. It's all bullshit. Okay. What you put is what you get. And if in case, let's say you do get bad marks or you're going to mess up, suicide is not the answer. Harming yourself is not the answer. Killing yourself is not the answer. Come on, grow the fuck up, man. And many of you send me a message, Loy, I failed, what am I going to do? How am I going to tell my parents? You just have to go and tell them, because you need to owe up to your mistakes. You need to owe up to the fact you didn't study. You are just messing around. You are just fucking around. You are just fooling around. Okay. So anyway, Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. I hope this helps you in terms of board exams. Remember, the writing skills, the memorization skills, the practice sessions, and the discipline that you give yourself is what is going to help you during your board exams. Nothing else. Nothing else. No God, no lucky stuff, no stress, nothing else. Okay? So I wish you all the best. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is Loy Machedo signing off for now. Take care.